Yo, what's going on YouTube? Looks like Sammy Vasquez versus Luis Collazo has been added to the Deontay Wilder versus Chris Areola card. So that's good. That's beefing it up. You got some good fight cards, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. But yeah, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. With these complaints about the PBC, man. I'm telling you, I just did a video where I was talking about who was I talking about? The was that Joe Smith video, or was it the? Anyway, it don't matter, man. I was mentioning that I was talking to a guy at work, man, and he was talking about watching the fights and stuff like that. People are watching these fights, man. People are watching these fights, and it was interesting. Was that I read an article with Dan Raphael, and I read articles, I think it was like boxing scene or something like that. It's always like boxing scene or boxing 24 or something like that, on this Bleacher app. So, it was always one of these articles and stuff like that, man. Talking about the ratings, Dan Raphael was like, oh, the ratings went down 40%. This is the lowest ratings ever. Fanfare versus Joe Smith, that was the lowest rating ever in primetime television, NBC, sports or whatever like that. And I'm like, oh my Lord, what is this guy talking about? Talking about there wasn't any advertisement or promotion for this fight. That's where you lose all the money for the advertisement and promotion and stuff like that. But no, it wasn't any advertisement promotion for this fight. This fight happened on Father's Day weekend, bro. You get what I'm saying? This fight happened on Father's Day weekend. Everybody talking about basketball was LeBron and Steph Curry. That's all everybody was talking about. You know what I'm saying? This is like Father's Day weekend. But let somebody else tell it from this other article. They did good. The ratings were good, man. The ratings were good. They got 1.3 million, and they keep comparing it to Keith Thurman and like Danny Garcia. I was like, man, you can't do that, man. You can't compare Keith Thurman versus what's that? Robert Guerrero. You can't do it. For one, it was their debut. Two, everybody knew who they were from HBO or Showtime. So especially Robert Guerrero. Robert Guerrero been fighting for a while. You get what I'm saying? Or been on television for a while, and he was already high profile from fighting Floyd Mayweather. You get what I'm saying? So his profile was already up there. You got Keith Thurman. This boogeyman or whatever like that. This dude is the one time who was knocking everybody out for a while. So and then Danny Garcia. He was another guy from New York. So you got New York in play, and then you have Puerto Rico in play. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, it's like no comparison, man, as far as like the ratings and stuff like that. I was like, man. And then when would people understand? It's like we're in a day and age where we got like 500 channels, 700 channels and stuff like that. Stuff you can stream online. Linear stuff you can go back and watch outside of watching live television. You get what I'm saying? All forms of media, from old stuff from Betamax to VCRs to CDs and stuff like that. It's a whole new world out there. There's other stuff going on besides like boxing and stuff like that. You can talk to other people from other countries and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? This is YouTube, and think about YouTube, man. You got guys communicate with dudes from different states, different countries, and stuff like that. So I don't know what the problem is. Them keep knocking PBC on these ratings and stuff like that. I'm like, man, because HBO is prescription based. Showtime is prescription based, so I think it would behoove the person who's paying um, a premium $12 of extra $17-18 a month for one channel to actually look at a boxing match live or to either record it because they're paying for it. You know, it's coming out of their pocketbook. You get what I'm saying? But it's on free television. They probably would skip their mind. You know what I'm saying? That this fight is on. But from forward, did a great job. You know, bringing some sort of relevance to the fight. You know, Joe Smith. Nobody knew who Joe Smith was. I thought, I was like, man, who's this guy? That's what I was thinking. Like, oh man. But I knew who Fafaro was. You know. But then you got Rasheed Warren, you know, 3-time Olympian and stuff like that. You know, he's bringing his viewers from, I don't know, he's from Cincinnati, Ohio, but he's from Ohio. You know, so, yeah, man, I don't know when they're going to start with the haterade, because I was reading some comments and stuff like that. Guys was talking about how terrible the PBC is, and I'm thinking, like, man, this PBC thing is like great, man. We're getting a whole bunch of great matches and stuff like that. A whole lot of fights, a whole lot of boxing that, you know, that's not going to be on Showtime or HBO that we don't have to pay for. So I don't know why people are just hating, man. And you know, you like to think it was like some kind of like, oh, well, maybe it's because of Al Heyman, like it's a color thing, but it's something else, man. I think this might be like a elitist thing, you know, elitist thing. Some guy said, you know, Al Heyman's like ruining boxing. You know, the only boxing I watch is Sergey Kovalev and Triple G. I'm like, what the guy, you know, and I think these are. I want to call these people dumb. I would like to call them like misinformed. I don't think they're able to think for themselves. You get what I'm saying? Sure, if PBC was to go away and stuff like that, something came along to replace PBC. You know, I'm gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm like, man. No, I would definitely miss it and stuff like that. But yeah, I ain't gonna cry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say that whatever entity or whoever ends up showing all these fights on free television. I mean, it's funny. It was okay when Kathy Duval was doing it, wasn't it? Nobody really made a big deal. Kathy Duval was having these fights on NBC Sports and stuff like that, whether you pay for it or not, whether it's free television or not. It was something outside of HBO and Showtime. Kathy Duval was doing it, you know, but she couldn't sustain it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, just enjoy the fights, bro. Just enjoy the fights, man. You got it on Bounce TV. That's supposed to be, I mean, you're able to see that online and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, it's everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So, how this guy getting his money? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting it. So, you know, God bless him. You know, maybe you guys can send Al Heyman an email, or maybe you can maybe YouTube on ratings and stuff like that, and how it works, and how to you know, how you sell time and stuff like that. How you buy these time slots, then turn around, boost up your ratings, and, you know, sell some advertisement and stuff like that. You guys can learn about that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or get a gist or understanding how Al Heyman is making his money. So you and this is like addressing, I guess, the haters or the non-appreciators or whatever like that, or even the guys who are like fans of the PBC series, so we can like stop kicking a dead horse with this whole Al Heyman ruining boxing thing. All right, man. You guys let me know what y'all think. It's just a little bit of a rant. All right, man. Catch y'all later. Bye.